Your business.
Shouldn't be any trouble at all.
One person to make all your banking easier.
See? What'd I tell you?
Goodbye, George.
Come on, George. Let's go.
I can't believe what a fool I was. I didn't know that Alamo cost the same as other dry dog foods. Well, I never even looked. I mean, who would have thought that Alamo, with more meat protein than 10 pounds of sirloin, cost the same as all those others? Look, I'm only human, but I'm getting smarter.
Alamo brand from Alpo. Real meat protein, really good price.
Dole cut the fresh juice loose.
Ever since my family discovered new Dole pineapple juice, it's changed the way we start each day. It's lighter, clearer, more refreshing, just like the delicious taste of a fresh-cut pineapple. And because it's from Dole, I know it's good for my family.
New Dole 100% pure pineapple juice, now in refrigerated cartons and frozen concentrate.
Tomorrow, why not change the way you start your day?
Dole's new pineapple juice. We cut the fresh juice loose.
Channel 23, KNDO Yakima.
Okay, if you just joined us. All right, James. Now you're about to hear, are you used to playing where it's quiet? You have no people milling about, no subways, no buses or crowds? Okay, we'd love to hear you play.
It'll be a little tough, but I think I can do it.
You all set? Okay, here's James Grasser. Thank you much, James. That's nice. James Grafton. You notice? That's nice. I noticed one thing. Notice how Jim would come up on his tiptoes when he was playing?
Yes.
If you've ever seen the Dogs on Fifth Avenue, you'd play on your tiptoes, too. Only difference between a street violin. Whoops. Carrie Fisher is here. Jim Fowler. We'll be right back.
Philadelphia brand cream cheese is so rich, so creamy, so heavenly sinful, so... I never ate too much. I didn't want to misbehave. Then I found out Philly has only half the calories of butter or margarine. Half the calories! Always has. So now I'll have a little on my muffin on Sunday, my toast on Tuesday, Highway Safety Day, Baltic Pride Week.
Philly cream cheese, half the calories of butter or margarine. You ain't misbehaving.
When it's humid, a lunar eclipse, Suffocare month.
You know, if I'm playing a match on Wednesday, I take my Bic and shave down on this cheek. If it's a semi-final, I shave up. But if it's a month with an R, I take my Bic and go across. Except on Tuesday, of course, when I start on my chin. All this might give you the idea I'm superstitious. No way. It doesn't matter which Bic I use. Superstitious? Nah.
Superstitious or not, avoid all shavers with more than 3 letters.
My next guest, you all know. Carrie is familiar to all of you because of her escapades as Princess Leia. She's currently starring in a witty and touching comedy called Garbo Talks. This is her second time with us, I believe. Would you welcome, please, Miss Carrie Fisher. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Did your voice go down or did mine go down?
I got a minor bird and I've started to talk like...
Are you serious?
Yes. He won't speak to me anymore, but I remember the old days when he was, how are you?
They do talk a lot. Years ago, can I tell the story?
Go ahead.
We were going to have a minor bird on the show, and somebody brought it in and put it up on our staff's office in New York. And every day the staff would come in, they would do one obscene word after another to this bird. Well, we had to cancel the bird. In about 2 weeks, the bird had a vocabulary, about 9 or 10 words. All of them would have been blipped right out of the thing.
We can't teach our bird, it's become a collective bird.
Yes.
Anything other than, hi, how are you? 49.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, he just, and he laughs. He has this horrifying metaphysical laugh that in the middle of it, yes, and it's quite frightening.
You said you were a little tired in makeup because you were up last night doing something.
The night before last.
Something rather unusual.
Yes, it's a friend of mine went into labor while I was at her home or their home, and
right.
I didn't know the sort of social ethic to, what do you do? Well, listen, you guys have a great kid. Call me from the hospital. So I stayed and did sort of celebrity midwife. You know?
Kidding?
I don't know, yeah.
I wouldn't. I know you don't do the Heimlich maneuver.
No.
I personally don't, but I know. Apparently it needed a lot.
Wrong for that, yeah.
This has not ever happened to you? You've never...
Oh, no.
What would you...
I don't know. I will always remember the movies. I would say immediately, get me plenty of, go to the kitchen and get me hot water. Then you make a cup of coffee and you go in the other room.
That's right.
That's what the hot water's for. People didn't know that.
A lot of hot water. They always called for that.
Yeah, towels and hot water.
We didn't have any hot water.
Did she deliver at home then?
No, we went to the hospital at about 5, and it was Tom and Lynn, my friends Tom, Lynn, Scott, and there was another couple and myself, and they were looking for the third girl. Where's the other unwed mother that was supposed to? So I think that I had that pregnant.
But you
bug.
didn't panic at all. I mean, you very cool.
I panicked much later, the next day when I had a birthday party the next evening on 2 hours sleep, and I just kept saying, I've been doing Lamaze all night. How are you?
Because that would be a little difficult.
Yeah, it's hard.
Now, you've got one movie out. You're working on another one. What's it, the shoes?
The Man with the Red Shoe.
Man with the Red Shoe. You're also currently working on a new...
I started Woody Allen.
Woody Allen picture?
Yeah.
How can you do these interchangeably? Doesn't it get a little confusing? I see. That that answers that.
Yes. No, because I'm playing smaller parts in them. Sort of like, I feel like this Peter Lorre of my generation.
You better explain what that means. People don't understand. You mean?
If you saw him, he was hysterical a lot. He had a round face like myself. And there's a lot. Eric Blore, Edward Everett Horton, or...
You're bringing Eric Blore.
Eric Blore is my
Usually
favorite.
played butlers or, right?
Yes, I can't wait to play a butler.
Do you like roles like that? I mean, that you can...
Well, he was always sort of befuddled. And in the film, The Man with the Red Shoe, I play a sort of sexually repressed flautist. And so I had to...
Are you talking about flute?
Flute.
Yeah.
Flout, they made me learn to say.
Actually, flautist or flutist, I guess either or either is correct. Is that right? We've had that discussion
flautist
before.
And
Do you say flutist? Yeah. I guess flautist is preferred, is it?
Either is correct.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yes. Yeah, so you play a sexually repressed flautist. Never heard anybody have that particular role before.
No, so only I think they would give this to me somehow.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about you living in a log cabin?
I was living in a one-room log cabin, and now I'm living in a couple-room log cabin.
Out here?
Mm-hmm.
But where do you find a log cabin in?
It's tough. It's tough work.
You're talking about... You're not talking about Abe Lincoln type log cabin, are you?
Yeah. It's close to Abe.
Why do you like that? I mean, it's just...
I think because I grew up in these sort of bigger houses with marble and chandeliers, and I can't do it anymore.
Is this getting away from the Hollywood?
Getting away from my
up?
roots. I think later on I'll probably end up in one of those senility homes for the actresses with chandeliers and things like that.
But you didn't know probably when you were very young that you were growing up in not an abnormal life, but certainly different than average kids, right? I
didn't know till I started seeing the difference in Father Knows Best. Even though they did call the kid Princess and stuff, that didn't kick in till I was 19. So it's like people would say, what's it like to be a movie star's kid? And I would say, you mean as opposed to when I lived with the Andersons and the normal part?
But that's normal to you at the time.
It was completely normal for me to, like, when I was 3 hours old, I was in the Inquirer magazine or something.
They waited that long, eh?
Yeah, well, I was shy for the first 2 hours, and then I thought, oh, give him the picture. But no, I think Buck Henry and I are working on something called Fish Wire, which I think, no, we're not. I promise. No, Parents Dearest, and we're going to keep in the wire hangers.
Did you have a happy upbringing? Was it kind of happy?
I think it's like, it's all relative. I mean, for me, it's like everyone says, well, you survived your upbringing, God, it's good to have you. We all did, It's like, did you have a happy upbringing?
I think so, sure. You look back, I think you remember the good times more than you do any the sad parts. At least I do.
Yeah, I have a selective memory on that I remember those things.
And they say unpleasant things, so you kind of block that anyway.
I do. Some people, they remember specifically just horrific details.
How are you with animals? You like animals? The reason I ask that is because Jim Fowler's here tonight and has animals I have never heard of. I mean, these are some strange...
Well, I just told you my bird won't talk to me, but maybe I'd better have luck with these.
Well, he's got a great horned owl, if that's up your alley.
Let's ask the audience.
I don't know what
do you think?
I don't know what that means, but the audience is making something out of something that's not there. Also, he has a binturong. I have no idea what a binturong is. But we're going to... What? However, we're going to find that out, but we're going to take a break first, and then you'll see the great horned owl and the Binturong. This audience has got a...
Test pilot Chuck Yeager for AC Delco.
This flight doesn't get scrubbed for bad weather. A high-performance fighter has the technology to handle it. So does this, the all-weather Delco Freedom Battery, with the power to start you in the cold and the technology to beat the heat. And you never add a drop of water. Never wait for trouble. Get the all-weather Delco Freedom Battery.
From $39.95 for a Series 40, call 800 AC Delco.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
You've always known our bologna is made from only select cuts of meat and no fillers. Now there's a handy 1-pound size, big enough for 4 rootin' tootin' cowboys, the Whitney Prep string section, 2 midnight snackers, and Teresa Christine Meredith Jane McCafferty. Oscar Mayer, the biggest name in bologna, just got a little bigger.
There's nothing quite like the exhilaration you feel while exercising in the fresh mountain air. This experience can be yours while trekking through freshly fallen snow on your cross-country skis from Sven's Mountain Sports. At Sven's, we specialize in cross-country skiing, carrying the best from the world's leading manufacturers. If you're interested in a fun way for your whole family to stay in shape while enjoying the beauty of winter, then it's time you made a stop at Sven's.
In your pursuit of the ultimate trivia game ever, play the trivia game with a twist. Jeopardy.
It's almost as good as Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding? We give away cash. You guys just give away prizes. Yeah, but maybe so, but I have Vanna. Wheel and Jeopardy.
Back-to-back winners. Weeknights.
Sounds like fun to me.
Okay, my next guest, friends, is co-host of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Jim is also vice president of the Natural Science for Youth Foundation in New Canaan, Connecticut. Would you welcome Jim Fowler? Jim? Music for all occasions. Never mind that. Now, you have something, I know, right under your jacket. Don't try to fool me.
He's trying to keep the sun out of his eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
What do we have there? You either have a terrible growth on you, Jim, or...
This is a weird one. I'll give you the head end.
Oh. Is that alive? Is that alive?
It's not only alive, but it's...
what is it?
It's weird, I think. It's one of the strangest.
Well, which
Anyways,
look at this.
It looks like the head, right?
I thought this was the head when his eyes were shut.
Look at this, Johnny.
No.
Isn't that amazing?
This is the head. Of course that's the head. What the hell is this?
It's one of the strange ones.
It's a lizard
I'll tell
of
you.
some kind.
Yeah, it's a skink. It's called the shingleback skink. You can hold it, but...
The old shingleback skink, eh? What do you mean I can hold it? Is this a dangerous animal or reptile?
Well, they don't know a whole lot about it, but it's generally...
When they do, would you give me a call, Jim? I mean...
It's not.
Oh.
Look, it will touch you with its tongue.
Well, a skink can't be
But
all
this
bad.
is from... Hold it rather gently and look at... Well, I think the fascinating thing about
shingleback skink.
Fascinating thing about it is from Australia, but put it on the desk and look at the legs in the back are going the opposite direction from the legs in the front, right?
Yes, they're...
You might say... So the predator never knows
which end to get?
That's right. Which is the
That
head.
is a weird-looking
and
animal.
which is the tail.
Where's this skink from?
Well, it's Australia, but it's sort of from the rocky area of Australia. And but I must admit, if you ever want to get a seat on the subway, this is the way to get it. You know,
I'd like a seat for me and my skink.
But it's
very strange.
It eats meat and it kills small animals. Don't get your hand too close to the front there because, well, I don't think it's going to do anything, but I frankly have not figured
Research is not completely in on these, right?
That's right. They're very, I've never seen one of these, frankly, in captivity.
Okay.
They're that rare. But
all righty. Moving along
I thought
now.
it'd be good for you to show you that, Johnny. Now we've got another lizard that...
Another lizard?
Yeah, there's a little bit related to this. Let me get it. Put
All
this
right.
out back. Okay.
Skink. I hear O's from the...
I've done my part on this one, so
Oh, come on, hold it.
Anyway, let me show you.
What is it? That's a man wearing a suit, isn't it?
This is why you have...
What?
You remember the other one I had here that tore up the place, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, come on over here, because this...
Sure.
If you'll bring that picnic box, too, huh?
Bring the
This is the reason you have to have Mutual of Omaha coverage you were talking about.
Let me show you. What kind of a lizard is it?
Well, it's a
very large one.
This is it's from Sri Lanka, and it's a water monitor lizard.
Gee.
It's related to the Komodo lizard, and it's
Look at this thing.
It's one of the largest ones I've seen, so I immediately wanted to bring it down and show it to you.
It's the largest one I've seen.
If you'll take that, I don't know how to get into that, but there's some food in here. Wait a minute. You turn it. Wait, you slide it. Here. Sorry. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, no, take this. Shell that if you don't mind.
Well, it's got some shelled here.
Okay, well, we can use either one. Yeah, these are already shelled.
These are soft, hard-boiled eggs.
Right.
How do I feed him?
Wait a minute, there's a spoon over here. Wait a minute, let me get this spoon.
I was just going to put it down there.
No, look, the thing to do, he's pretty aggressive. He loves hard-boiled eggs.
Right.
So first try to roll it toward him, and if you can't do that, we'll use a spoon. I would say start from... Johnny, listen. Hey, John, they tell me...
Johnny, while John is feeding the lizard,
Yeah.
I'll sit here on the couch with Carrie.
Tell him, put it down and roll it. They tell me he snaps a little bit at it, and I want him to get your hand.
No.
Okay?
Oh,
good. Now, try putting one in the spoon and see if you take it. This is...
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
This is a fascinating animal. This is the only one I've ever seen that's, they won't go at your throat. Well, isn't that great?
Will they go at?
Now, this is from Marine Land, Africa, USA, up in Redwood City, and this is the only tame monitor lizard I think I've seen in this country. And this was trained from a very young one by Tom Minton. Very good. You're very good at that. You can try your hand now. Use your hand now that you've got him trained.
What?
If you use your hand, put it flat like this.
Yeah.
Let me show you. By the way, this lizard, the record, he's eaten 45 eggs at one time.
And only 6 hands.
Yeah. Here we go.
You're not serious, are you?
Well, he's starting over there by you this time. There, you can do it. If you do it carefully, you can do it. Very few people have ever fed a monitor lizard like this. Don't rush him. Just
don't rush him. I wouldn't rush him for anything.
That's right. And make sure that. That's right.
Well, gee.
Just sort of let him feel it with his tongue. The tongue is used to
just like that?
Taste. That's right.
Well, suppose he.
Well, it won't. You won't feel it. It'll be so fast. There you go.
You can always pick the Serta Perfect Sleeper. She's the one who's awake. Because she slept great on a Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress. You see, only Serta has the total suspension system, a new dimension of total support and comfort. So make a healthy investment in yourself. Be a Serta Perfect Sleeper. And now, during the National Furniture Sale and Sweepstakes, get our Serta Perfect Sleeper on sale at all participating stores.
I love the way
way it looks on me. Stouffer's lean cuisine. Less than 300 calories. Stouffer's lean cuisine. I love the taste, I love what I see. I love being all that I can be. Ooh, I love the way it looks on me, and so does he.
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. You'll love the way it looks on you.
I love the way it looks on me.
I wish we had more time. It's always fascinating. Thanks for being here. Jim told me one interesting fact. Some years ago, the Komodo lizard, the Komodo dragon, they call it.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's a little bit larger than this one, but it ate a German tourist on a beach in Komodo Island.
Well, that'll kill a vacation right there. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night, Loretta Lynn, Dave Coulier, and from Hot Pursuit, Carrie Keene will be with us. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Now stay tuned for the Emmy Award-winning Late Night with David Letterman. Meet Bill Murray, actor Harry Dean Stanton of Repo Man, and pianist Richard Clayderman. NBC. Let's all be there.
Saturday on Hot Pursuit.
I'm coming home.
Jim risks capture to visit his dying sister.
We'll get him.
Deidre Hall guest stars on Hot Pursuit Saturday. Sometimes when you meet the perfect man, you're willing to be the other woman.
How can you do this to us?
No matter who it hurts. His Mistress, Sunday.
How about $5 for a birdie?
Don't wait until you're retired
My game is really starting to come together.
to find a good bank. Visit a Rainier Bank now.
I sure hope you brought along a compass, Bill.
We'll set you up with your own Rainier personal banker. One person who can arrange for everything from a personal line of credit to investment income. Someone who can make your retirement years easier and more secure, so you won't have to rely on luck.
All a matter of concentration, boys.
We play a great game, so for the good sports here, we'll buy the beer. Oh, oh! If you're aiming for a bowl, taste beers who waste. The Bull's got more taste than beer. It's bold and smooth, the stiff, small, liquor Bull. You're on the ball, this Bull's got it all. So don't say beer, say Bull. Let's rack up another Bull. No one does it like a Bull.
My cousin, Barbara, suffered a brutal death, and I watched as her killer went free on a technicality.